Tonight we're going to be taking a look at the new Laurie Strode figure from NECA. Michael has finally met his match, at least in the 7-inch world, so stay tuned. Hi everybody, so you're getting an extra video this weekend. I just picked up the new Laurie Strode figure from NECA last night from Sewer Lair Toys in Terre Haute, Indiana. Great bunch of guys. If you're local to that area, I would recommend stopping in and checking them out. They have vintage toys, newer toys. With that, we'll start looking at the figure and start by looking at the box. So this is a little bit different poster than what Michael had. I'll throw up Michael's here real quick. There's Michael's box, and this is the poster that I know I saw in the theater when I went to see the movie. I don't remember seeing this one anywhere in any of the theaters, but it may have been some alternate box art even, but I like that with him in the shadows and her in the foreground, because you know she's definitely the main character of the movie. And similar shot on the side, and then on the back a couple good shots, one of her holding the gun on him, her knife, her shotgun, her rifle, shotgun again. So it's great to finally have a hero against one of the villains. If you ask me, there hasn't been enough figures like this. It may not be a market for it. I would love to see a Tommy Jarvis for the Jason figures, or maybe a Nancy for the Freddys. So maybe this will start a trend. Somebody said in one of my videos that they hope that the Sarah Connor figure coming out in this might spark making more female hero figures, and that'd be great in my opinion. So there she is in the box. Looks pretty good. Good shot of her standing there, and as you can see in the box, you get her extra head sculpt, her survival knife, her pistol, her 30-30 rifle, an extra hand, and her pump shotgun. So I'll get her open up and we'll be right back. And there she is out of the box. So this is how I intend to have her posed, holding the shotgun, squaring off against Michael on the bookcase. So anyway, looking at the figure herself, let's look at the face, start with. I think that that's a really good sculpt on the face. Let me find something to point her with. I'll use her knife. I like the detail up between her eyes, the lines showing furling of her brow. I think that's good. Little lines and wrinkles there in the edge of her face, the tendons in her neck, and I really like the eyes. I like how the eyes are kind of glossy looking and stand out from the other plastic of the figure. You can even bend the hair back a little bit. You see her ears back there. Looks very good. She's got her necklace on. The necklace comes off of her neck onto her shirt, so that's a nice little detail. Her jacket is, of course, flexible and rubbery. She does have a sheath for her knife to go in, so I'll go ahead and put it in there. I kind of do wish that she see if I can get that in there. Sorry, I know you didn't tune in to watch me struggle with a toy. There we go. Got it in, and it does have a strap at the top to secure the knife. And of course, part of my problem here is being a big guy with large thumbs. They get in the way, so I might have to put that in place with some tweezers later, but you can see that there's the knife with a little peg on it. I mean, a strap with a little peg on it to secure the knife. I do wish that she had another holster to hold the pistol, but she doesn't. So let's see what else. Arm flexibility, so she's double jointed in her elbows. You can see there's a joint here and a joint there, so you can get a little bit better than a 90-degree bend on her arms. So that's nice. Then her legs, so her legs do not go outward very well, but they do go forward and back quite a bit. Not far enough back because it's kind of hitting her hind end there. They only go so far back, really to a standing position. You can't have her lean back very much. A single joint in the knee, but it goes almost to 90 if you wanted. And then her ankles, sort of like that last Pennywise figure I look at, her ankles are not bending up inside the pants like some of the older figures. They are rotating at the ankle. The laces stay put and around they go. So a zipper on her coat there, nice texture on her coat. You can see buttons on her pockets. Just very good looking, very detailed all the way around. I think they did a great job on this sculpt, and having it at the price point of most of the other Ultimate figures is nice too. So the other thing she comes with her 30-30 rifle. She comes with her handgun. I don't know for sure without going back and looking at the movie. I'm assuming that's probably about a 357 Smith, be my guess. She comes with an extra hand for holding the knife. This hand that she has in right now has the trigger finger. And then she comes with an extra head sculpt with glasses on. And the head sculpts are slightly different in the face. And maybe it's just the glasses, I don't know, but it kind of looks like she's a little bit more tired in this one, like she looks at the end or beginning of the movie, and then at the end of the movie here she's just more angry and determined. So I'll keep her posed with the head that she has on probably, and throw this other stuff back in the box. Putting her next to Michael, let's get him out here. That's probably accurate scale, I wouldn't doubt it. He's a little bit taller than her. She comes up to about his chin or so. So yeah, these two, they've been at each other's throats for 40 years on the screen. Now they get to be at each other's throats on my bookcase, so that makes me happy. I hope that this is a successful figure for NECA, and I hope that it spawns them to do other heroes from the movies and heroines as well. The bad guy is always the most popular. It's the one that everybody likes, the one that everybody talks about, but then it's the hero that really keeps the movie going, and the one that you end up rooting for. And in this particular series, for someone to play the same character again 40 years later, that doesn't happen too often. I mean, you look at the Star Wars people, Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm thinking Raymond Burr from the original American Godzilla up to Godzilla 85. He came back and played the same character 30 years later. And then Phantasm, those guys were playing the same characters for 30-35 years. It's not too many times in the industry that has happened. So again, I picked her up at Laurie Toys in Terre Haute, Indiana. If you're within driving distance of Terre Haute, I'd stop in, check them out, look them up on Facebook. Real good group of guys, real easy to deal with, fun to talk to. I know they're going to be at the Days of the Dead convention coming up in Indianapolis, so I'll be hunting them up there. But if you stop into their store, they have wrestling figures, Star Wars figures, Ninja Turtles, He-Man, so a lot of vintage stuff. But then they also have a NECA section that's continuously growing, and they let me pre-order this, just talking to them on Facebook Messenger and answering my questions, and real nice group of guys. So happy to deal with them, and I'll throw my business their way before I go to the big box stores anymore and see if they can get it, before I order it off Amazon. One other thing I'll throw in there is the guns on her. A lot of times when you get the guns, and maybe this is just a stroke of luck, this one looks like it has a slight bend to the left. The shotgun seems to be perfectly straight, so I was happy with that. Maybe they're just improving their packaging, I don't know. But anyway, that's Laurie Strode. If you can find her, I'd get her. She's going to look great on my shelf, and again, I hope it's a successful figure and that they end up doing, my dream is to have Tommy Jarvis from Part 6 and get a likeness of Tom Matthews for that, but then Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street, and any of the other people who have fought against the bad guy in the movie. I forget the character's name, but the lady from Candyman comes to mind, or any of the other Jason, Freddy people. Some of the Dream Warriors would be great to go with Freddy, and I'm thinking when they're dressed up like the punk goth girl, and maybe the wizard in his wheelchair. And so anyway, I will quit rambling there. Go out and get this one. You'll like it. You won't be disappointed. And like and subscribe. Come back. Check me out. There'll be more videos coming up. Thanks.